All right, everyone, it's time for a moment I'm sure some of you at least have been waiting for, which is the next garden update featuring mostly dead chamomile here. If you don't pick it down, this is what happens. If you let too much of it go to seed, it'll exhaust itself. It's better to just literally take a knife and cut it right off, and it'll keep putting out more blooms if you're not, picking it. Look at all these. This is outside of the garden, but this is Queen Anne's lace. You can tell because there's a little black thing in the middle. That's the actual flower of the plant. All this is just decor. There are black-eyed Susans back there, more poppies still, and there's beetles buzzing around, really annoying. The one Brussels sprout plant is starting to do curly things, so that'll be producing some Brussels fairly soon. Trust me, I can't wait. There are beets in there the size of softballs. Some of them are still on the small side, but I thinned them out a little bit there, so they're doing better. Same with the turnips. Some of them have taken right off because I pulled, what was it, like 8 or 9 of them out. Thin them out a little. Some of them are the size of cantaloupes. I'm not sure, maybe somebody can answer this. I'm not sure, but the eggplant doesn't seem to be producing anything. It already had flowers on it before. I'm thinking maybe you need multiple eggplants in order to pollinate. Look at this. That cabbage in there, boy, that's already firm. That's going to be fucking tasty. I don't know exactly when to pick it and eat it, but you can do that over time. And those ones over there I'll use for stuffed cabbage because those don't have any heading going on. You can see my yucca plant, the former office plant. The pumpkinis were picked, other than a little bit in there. They do appear to be potentially edible. They definitely are a pumpkini. Maybe we're going to try to put it in soup and see what happens. Lots of peppers, by the way. This is the green bell. This has a few that are coming, just starting. This is the, what was this, sweet banana. There are a couple down there. Pretty big. This one's purple bell. There's 5 on there, 3 of which are almost ready. This is, I believe, jalapeno. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. This one I think is an ancho, or it's a green bell, and it's just not as far along. This is another sweet banana. It's got like 3 or 4 on it. The one in the middle, this one's the really, really hot one. What is it? The fucking the ghost pepper. And there's chamomile in here that hasn't gone by. That'll be picked later, or potentially tomorrow. I'm just going to pick it off. I'm going to make it barren. These zucchini, there are a couple big ones in and around there. The cucumber are producing, but unfortunately the big ones, they've been turning yellow. I don't know exactly. I've had problems with cucumber. I'm not 100% sure what's wrong with them. You can see here in the path, well, what should be a path anyway, we've got more tomatoes actually. And over here, you see that's almost 10 feet tall.
Why these things are yellow?
Yeah, somebody can probably help determine why the cucumber are yellow, by the way. Trotting off. We've got lots and lots of Swiss chard. It's always good. Everything just got watered, so it's starting to perk up a little bit. It'll be 5 minutes. It'll be, totally stiff. Know what I'm saying? Lots of herbs in here. This tomato plant is definitely producing. I'm thinking, I don't 100% know what kind it is. It's sort of getting choked out. I gotta go through this and, weed out this grass over here. There's I think a pumpkin or some squash or something over there, and it's like, guys, you gotta cooperate a little with the zoning ordinances. All sorts of stuff. The garlic that was in here appears to have died. While I was gone, I'm not sure that the garden was reliably watered, so not my fault. Lots more, again, Halloween colored fucking cucumbers. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe they just get maybe they're just past due because nobody was picking them, because these ones are fine. Oh, Jesus, that's more than fine. That's a gigantic green dick. 2 cuttings of beans have already been made. There'll be more coming. These are starting to produce now. This one's loaded with blossoms at least. And I thought there was there's some little peppers in there. I can't remember what kind it is. I think this is a smaller hot chili pepper of some sort. The sedum will be producing soon. Lilies everywhere. Only a few corn poppies left. All the others have gone by. These ones, when they get dry like this, and the top, come on, show people, when it splits open, you can just dump it into your hand. That's pretty much all you have to do to collect it. There's this patch of milkweed here. God, patch of milkweed. I haven't seen any monarch caterpillars yet on it, but I'm sure that they'll be coming by. some more chamomile. Again, most of it's gone by. Some of the plants are killing themselves. That's what they do. It doesn't really matter though, because I mean, there's still a huge amount of chamomile was dried. Some of it went bad. Some of it actually got derped. Oh, there's a big bumblebee. Hi. Nice. You can see, ooh, look at this butterfly. Oh, come on, dude. Yes, they posed for a picture or something. Burdocks. Burdock flowers. Ooh, I think I just smelled a skunk or something. Goodness. Yeah, sometimes you get forest creatures and they come around to fuck around in the garden. They better not. I got a BB gun this year. I got all sorts of catnip, more chamomile, a little bit of everything. The dill still smells so good. You just rub up against it, take a little bit of dill like this. Oh man, it's like the best smell in the world. Better than 1,000 pickles. There's all sorts of tomatoes in here too, you can see. Ripening up, there's tomato clutches all through there. I mean, it's like a jungle. Next year, definitely going to work more on spacing. I'm not going to have any more of these tomato plants. They're just too massive. Literally, I mean, it's like a small tree. These are much more compact. These are a determinate variety. These are the Grape Tomatoes. They're also a little bit sweeter. So yeah, a little bit of everything here. And Jesus Christ. I mean, you know, you can't even tell scale, but that's getting on towards the size of a cantaloupe in the most literal. And some people are like, well, you got to pick them when they're smaller, they're not as tasty. Bullshit. You've never had one of my turnips. If they're homegrown, they're way better. Trust me, grow your own turnips. Collards in there. Those are definitely ready. I'm glad I didn't put more in because, you know, I didn't have any earlier in the year. You know, you take a few dozen of those, you shred them up, and you just basically boil them. A little bit of salt, a little bit of butter. Some people use vinegar. Doesn't really matter. I prefer them to be more buttery and savory. I like a little bit of the bitter left in the plant. I don't like it with vinegar. Some people like to make it sour. I'm like, not so much. Lots of flowers, Nicotiana. A little bit of everything here this year. It's grown really well, other than some things have wilted a little bit, but, you know, like that zucchini plant, there's still a zucchini on it capable of being harvested. And zucchini will do that anyway. Like over the course of the year, occasionally they'll die for no reason. It doesn't really matter. If you get 3 or 4 zucchini, you've justified the plant. I love this salad bar, even though now it's like, you know, again, a jungle. That's about all. Peace out.